Basically, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man that go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Emmett Fun.
All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your second morning wake-up call. Okay, so hold on just a second. I'm trying to get this information about this earthquake. Hold on, beloveds, and I have to change my thumbnail real quick. Okay, so let's get into it. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. You know they have the Queen Shadow Band. Please pay attention. And so be sure to get those lights up. Give me just another second. I'm almost done. Okay. Let me just upload this real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go, beloveds. Change this real quick. Okay. All right. Hello, hello. Thanks for tuning back in once again. All right, Stacy, PHP Princess is here. The Crazy Beach Aries, Juju B in the house. Aboriginal Woman, Andrea, Timber Dan, Stacy. All right, all hell no. I said, Queen, the East Coast was shaking like booty meat. This is awful, honey. Okay, Priscilla, RG Titan, Durana, Jeff ATL, Nessie X. Let's get into it. Shout out to all of my loyal royals and everyone tuning into the Queen. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I told you guys these earthquakes were coming. I told you. Hold on just a second. Hold on. What's this? Hold on, beloveds. I'm sorry. I thought I had it already pulled up. Okay. So this came out a few minutes ago. Okay, here we go. Let me put my spectacles on so I can see what I'm looking at. All right, here it is. Okay, 31 minutes ago. Get rid of these pop-ups. It says a 4.8 magnitude earthquake shakes the U.S. East Coast. So an earthquake struck the East Coast of the United States on Friday morning, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, causing buildings to shake and rattling nerves in Philadelphia north to Boston. Now, the USGS has tentatively measured the earthquake as a 4.8 near White House Station, New Jersey. It struck just a little bit before 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hold on, let me see what else I can find. Information looks scarce. Okay, so it goes on to say that James Pittenger, mayor of Lebanon, New Jersey, called the earthquake the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Now, in an interview with MSNBC, he said he had not received reports of any significant damage thus far, but added that the shaking caused his dog to run for cover and objects to fall off of his shelves. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said the quake was felt across the state. She said, my team is assessing the impact and any damage that may have occurred, and we will update the public throughout the day. New York City Deputy Mayor Fabian Levy said that there were no reports of major impacts in the city following the earthquake. Ground stops were issued at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey, and John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City, according to the Federal Aviation Administration's website. Now, the Port Authority Transit Corp which operates a rapid transit route between Pennsylvania and New Jersey, suspended service in the aftermath of the quake. They say crews will inspect the integrity of the line out of an abundance of caution. Okay, once inspection is complete, service will resume. No time frame or updates, or they say no time frame, but updates to follow. Now, New York's Metropolitan Transportation Authority said that there had been no impact on its service, but that teams will be inspecting train lines. New Jersey Transit alerted riders of a 20-minute delay due to bridge inspections following the quake. Now, while earthquakes in the Northeast U.S. are rare, Buffalo, New York was struck by a 3.8 magnitude quake in February of 2023, the strongest recorded in the area in 40 years. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said in a post on X that the state has activated its Emergency Operations Center and asked the public not to call 911 unless they're experiencing an emergency. Okay, there you have it, people. This is all so crazy. I just want you all to pay attention because didn't I tell you all that these quakes were coming? Didn't I tell you all? Okay, this is all so crazy. I told you all coming up to that darn solar eclipse. Okay, and so please pay attention. That Crazy Beach Air said you did, Queen. Okay, this is all crazy, and I just want you all to pay attention to how you don't have to be distracted because you're talking about one thing. Queen Shay said yes, you did. Thank you, beloved. You don't have to be distracted because you're focusing on one thing. Because some people, like I told you, can focus on multiple things at a time. Only people that get distracted are those people who have one-track minds, which I clearly don't. Please pay attention. Okay, I can give you lifelines and go in on Diddy and everything else at the same time. Now, let's get into these receipts about Diddy and Tommy Mattola helping JLo to steal songs from women who look like me. And so let's talk about it because I find it all so interesting. Okay? And it wasn't just from one, it was several. That's why I say women who look like me. Please pay attention. With that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull these videos up so you all can look at it, okay? Lisa Jackson says, I did the Harlem Shake. Not the Harlem Shake, beloved. Well, I'm glad you're safe. And thank you for the super chat donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, I pray for everyone's safety during this time and all the stuff that's going on. And don't forget to get ready, beloveds, for the solar eclipse and also the activation of the world's biggest particle accelerator known as Project CERN. It's all nefarious, okay? Please make sure you do your due diligence. And for those of you who missed the video that I did about that on the main channel, please go back and watch, okay? I'm sure it will help you in some way. Ebony J said, I'm a new subscriber. I love the host realness. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. And Ebony, let me just say to you, welcome to the Royal Queendom and also to all the other new subscribers. Listen, you guys, please make sure you follow my main channel as well as this backup channel. And don't forget to check whenever you don't get notifications, make sure you check to see if you're still subscribed to the channel because ScrewTube will unsubscribe people. Okay, and if you're new, you may not know that. And also, I go live every day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes on the weekends, that varies, but I'm always live Monday through Friday. So if you don't see me live or you didn't get a notification, please double check. Okay, with that all being said, let's get into it. Because JLo says that she's horrified by the charges and allegations against Diddy. Jennifer Lopez is horrified by disturbing accusations against ex Sean Diddy Combs. She doesn't want to be associated. Well, honey, we know you don't want to be associated because here's the thing. She don't want to be associated to most people whom she thinks she's better than. Let's not forget how low down and dirty she treated Tommy Davidson, who worked with her, okay, on the show Living Color. You all remember when he said months ago, when he was on Club Shay Shay, that he went over and spoke to her when he saw her somewhere. Somebody told him to go ahead, go over there and speak to JLo. She's right over there. And he got over there and she really pretty much just dissed him. Like she didn't even want to speak. Like, how dare you talk to me? She's real nasty. I can tell. She has a nasty and a mean spirit. I saw a video that I should have pulled up to show you guys, but I saw a video of some fans. She was standing outside about to cross the street on the curb, and she had two other people with her. They were eating ice cream. And there was a couple of fans walking past, and one of them said, there goes JLo. And the other one's like, where? And he's like, right there. So they took out their phones and started recording. And, you know, they wanted to talk to her, but she just literally turned her whole back to them. Didn't say, hey, how you doing? Could have at least spoke.
You know what I'm saying? And then she just went across the street. Just slow down and dirty as far as I'm concerned, honey. I don't know why anybody's her fan anyway, because she has no talent as far as I'm concerned, but I digress. So here's what it says. Sean Diddy Combs' legal drama has brought his ex-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez on a dark trip down memory lane. The on-the-floor singer who dated the embattled rapper from 1999 to 2001 reportedly isn't having the memories resurfacing, isn't loving the memories resurfacing after 5 sexual assaults related lawsuits were filed against her former boyfriend, who also remains the subject of an sex trafficking investigation. Please pay attention. Now, JLo is horrified by all of these accusations. This is what a source recently spilled to the news publication more than 1 week after Combs' Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by federal Homeland Security agents. She and Diddy had talked about marriage at one point, but she left him for a reason. Now people want to know why and what she saw, the insider confessed, claiming that JLo gets the shudders every time she hears or she's forced to think about their relationship. I want you all to pay attention because she's sitting up here acting like she's so scared. She shudders to think about the relationship. I'm going to show you proof that she's lying. I'm going to show you proof that she's lying. She doesn't shudder to think about their relationship. Okay. How do I know? Well, you'll see in a moment. Now, the confidant continued. She doesn't want to be associated with him at all anymore. Yeah, anymore after all of this. I know she doesn't. But prior to that, she wasn't concerned. She wasn't worried. She wasn't scared. She wasn't fearful. Okay. Unfortunately, it'll be hard for the Marry Me actress to hide from her ex's disturbing legal accusations, as she was specifically named in the most recent lawsuit against Combs by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who accused the Coming Home singer of sexually assaulting him. So Jones mentioned JLo when recalling an infamous 1999 club shooting in which both Combs and the Hustler star were arrested. Charges were later dropped against Lopez and Combs was acquitted, though Jones now alleges Diddy secretly told him that he had been with the shooter, and his then girlfriend was the one carrying the gun. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, said he doesn't believe that. Gene Deal said that he doesn't believe that JLo carried that gun. He said she wasn't that kind of person. Well, here's the thing. I find that interesting because let's not forget that Cassie said in her lawsuit that Diddy had her to carry 2 guns for him, to put his guns in her purse when he was going to run up on Suge Knights. So it sounds like that's what Diddy does. Because how did he get the gun in the club? If it wasn't in JLo's purse, where was it? Now, if it was actually in her purse, as Rodney Jones alleges Diddy told him, then that means that JLo lied and perjured herself on the stand. Now, of course, the statute of limitations has run out, so they can't charge her for it. But at the end of the day, it'll be a bad look if she's called in, if she's subpoenaed to come and testify as to what she knows. And she just might be. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these people that are on those video footages, on the footage that was taken from Diddy's house, some of those people are going to be called in. Some of those people are going to be offered deals, especially when they look at the footage. And if they see any of them doing anything suspicious or illegal, specifically lacing drinks, assaulting, because some of them were probably doing the same things Diddy was doing, is all I'm saying. Because why would they be there when all this stuff was allegedly going on if they didn't do it, if they weren't doing it too? Perhaps, you know what I'm saying? So with that all being said, some of these people are going to start rolling real soon. And I'm going to go ahead right now and predict that the first one to roll is going to be Brendan Paul. That's my prediction. Brendan Paul is going to make a deal, I do believe, because he's already been arrested. He's already got charges pending, okay, for having that Coca-Cola on him, and those weed candies and all of that, the edibles, when he was arrested on the day of the raid. So I'm pretty sure he's going to tell. All right, let's not forget this is a college student who got caught up with Diddy and then became a whole drug mule. Please pay attention. So with that all being said, Truth Over Everything says, in the words of Mariah Carey, people should start stating JLo. I don't know her, since she treat people like they are beneath her. Exactly. Isn't that what Mariah Carey said? We're going to talk about Mariah too. Because, yeah, Mariah Carey said, I don't know her. Okay. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let me go to the proof that JLo is full of crap when she says that she shudders to think, she gets so upset and bothered when she thinks about their relationship. See, I want you to pay attention because what she's trying to do now is she's trying to play the victim. Now, this whole time when all this stuff's been going on with Cassie since November, JLo was quiet, didn't say a word. Now they want to come out and say, well, JLo said she's scared. She doesn't want to think about it. She shudders to think of it and all of this. Now, the only reason she's saying something is because her name's in that darn amended lawsuit that came out March 25th. Now she wants to act like she's so horrified by these allegations. Now she wants to act like she hates to even think about what happened. Okay, I find it interesting. I find it also interesting because you see, first and foremost, JLo is the same person. When Gene Deal says that he doesn't think that she would carry a gun in, I think she will carry a gun in the studio for Diddy. You know why? Because I think that she's ghetto. See, Gene's acting like she's such a lady, but I think she's in fact ghetto. And one of the reasons I think she's ghetto is because Gene Deal himself said that she went to the studio one day looking for Diddy because she thought he was cheating on her. They said she used to go knocking on hotel doors looking for him because he was cheating on her. Said she go knocking on hotel doors. And she said, by the way, that Diddy is the first man that ever cheated on her. I think he's probably the first one she ever caught, but nonetheless. And so she would go knocking on hotel doors. And in fact, she went to confront him at the studio one day and took off her earrings and put on sneakers and all that, went to throw hands with whomever she was going to catch him with. So if she is willing to do all of that, that's clearly ghetto behavior. Okay, she's not that classy. So if she was doing all that, yeah, I absolutely think she would carry in a gun. Okay, let's not forget she used to wear those bedazzled bandanas on her head. I'm sorry, what? But anyway, here's proof that she's full of crap. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm sure you all remember this. Do you all remember during the stupid 19 pandemic when Diddy was hosting the party on live and he was calling up all these different celebrities, getting them to dance with him? Who remembers this? Once in the chat. Once in the chat if you remember this. When Diddy was hosting those online parties during stupid 19, okay? And then he was calling up different celebrities so they can dance and they had the music in the background and all of that. Y'all remember that? Okay, because here's how you know JLo's full of crap when she's acting like she's so scared and butthurt and bothered. Please pay attention. I have the footage from that. Okay, here we go. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. I'm sorry, what? Does that look like she was concerned or worried about her body, scared, horrified of Diddy? Of course not. She never was. And here's the thing. I absolutely believe that she knew about some of that stuff that Diddy was doing, if not all of it, because here's why. How many of you remember, please tell me I pulled that up. Do I have it? Let me get that real quick. How many of you remember that JLo, in fact, hold on, let me pull up this receipt real quick. I'm sorry, you guys. I be having so many receipts, I cannot keep track. And that's just a fact. Okay, that is just a fact. Hold on. Let me pull this up so you all can see it. Let me pull this up so you all can see it. Look at this. Now look at this. I know you all had to have heard about this before. Y'all see that? Who's that peeping in my window? Y'all see that? Do you all remember when JLo posted a picture of herself and there was a man tied up in the back? Do y'all see that? You see that man back there in the mirror where she took a picture of herself? That man was tied up. You all don't remember that? Okay, everybody said, yeah, she was aware of his wrongdoings. Who's that man tied up though in that picture? Do you all remember when that picture came out? Do you all remember that? I'm just curious. Who was that man and why was he tied up? What was she into? What was she into? I have a whole lot of questions, all I'm saying. I have a whole lot of questions is all I'm saying. Okay, all you got to do is go to Google. If you couldn't see it real good, All you got to do is go to Google and type in "man tied up" in JLo's picture. Hold on, and then here's what it said when it first came out. Fans spot man tied up in the back of Jennifer Lopez's latest gym selfie. But this is what really happened, they say. Now, they say the star, who's self-isolating with her fiance, Alex Rodriguez, and their blended family, shared a couple of images taken before and after their workout. Alongside the snaps, the mom of two children, Max and Em, wrote in the caption, "If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you." But eagle-eyed followers noticed there seemed to be a man trapped in the back of the room where the singer had been working out. To make things even creepier, it appeared that someone was covering his mouth. Yes, really. One person said, "What's with the guy getting his mouth covered in the background over your shoulder?" Another commented saying, "Who's that guy tied up in the back?" A third person said, "Who is that behind you looking really scared with a mask on?" And then somebody else said, "So are we not going to talk about the person behind her with her mouth covered?" Also nefarious. I want y'all to pay attention. Okay? So with that all being said, while there's been plenty of speculation about the bizarre spotting, apparently there is a very simple explanation. While neither Jennifer nor Alex commented on the controversy, E! News reports that Jennifer's fiance Alex was on a Zoom call at the time, and that's the man he was video calling. And their office is attached to the gym and is separated by curtains from their office space. When they're doing a Zoom, they project it onto a big screen. Okay. Well, I have questions, because if that man was on a Zoom call, somebody please tell me why. Why is his mouth covered? Why is he tied up? Okay? Even if he's on a Zoom call, why is he tied up? Okay? Adrian said, "Queen, did you hear about the earthquake?" Yes, beloved. I just talked about the earthquake when I first started, beloved. Thank you. Okay? She didn't think nobody would catch that, says Terry Harper. Exactly. Now, why is this man tied up with a hand over his mouth? Please make it all make sense. But anyway, I digress. Now, let's get into these receipts about her stealing people's songs and how Diddy, in fact, helped her. Okay? And so did Tommy Mattola. Because Tommy Mattola was simply trying to get back at Mariah Carey. But there's a lady that I recently started following on social media, on TikTok. Her name is Natasha Ramos. I'm going to play her video. Now, as a matter of fact, I'll play her last. But so let's go to the first video where they're dragging her for lying on the documentary that she just recently put out. She got backlash for that. Somebody said if she spent $20 million of her own money to produce this thing, and somebody said she spent $20 million to finish ruining her own career. Okay, so let's get into it.
Reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the... Okay. I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying?
Yeah, JLo. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? I'm very happy that JLo has definitely been called out these last couple of years for being very inauthentic. Obviously, the Black community already noticed that she definitely does this a lot. And the people who do not know, JLo is currently being called out by a lot of people who actually are born and raised in the Bronx, New York. And they're kind of just sick and tired of her trying to, rebrand herself as she's from the Bronx. Yes, she was born in the Bronx, but she's not telling entirely the truth, if that makes sense. A lot of people just called her out, especially this woman right here, stating that, girlie, you were from a very predominantly white neighborhood and you went to a Christian Catholic school. So why are you trying to brand yourself as, yeah, I came from the streets, basically? I don't think a lot of people realize that JLo is very inauthentic. We can start with her vocals. Jenny from the Block, that chorus, that's not her singing.
Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I don't have any copyright issues. But here's the woman who really was singing Jenny from the Block. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Please pay attention.
Yes, I can, and yes, I will. You ready? You ready? Woo! Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a little. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. From the Bronx! And yes, that is definitely me saying from the Bronx. No, I'm not from the Bronx. I'm from Connecticut. But that's my voice. That's me. That's me. That's me. Me. The process of recording all of these background vocals, there were other dreams being sold to me, like, oh, you know, we're working on a TV show about Jennifer's life when she was about your age, and you know, we want you to play her and da 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 da. So like now I also have this, like, oh shoot, this is another amazing opportunity I'm about to have. This is another door that's about to open for me because of what I'm doing here. Okay, honestly, I think telling this story is stressing me out because I have hives. I'm getting hives. So anyway, Corey is at the door, tells me what a great job I did, is so proud of me. And then he asked me for a kiss. And I'm like, what do you mean? You know, just a little kiss. I say no. He's like, if you don't give me a kiss, I'm going to take you off all these records. At which point, gave him a little tap kiss. He says, no, I want tongue. I said, if you don't let me out of this room, I'm going to scream my fucking head off. And he let me out. And all these years, I can't help but feel like that was a big piece in why I was screwed over so badly. Actually, a couple of years ago, somebody reached out to me about there being a documentary produced about the making of Jenny from the Block and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, or said that Corey wanted me to be a part of it. And I was like, sure, because at this point, finally, I'll be able to reap some sort of benefit from the work that I did. We had a Zoom call with a few people who were involved, and Corey was one of them. And it was very, very awkward for me, having to pretend that what happened didn't happen. And like, yeah, it was 20 years ago, but still, it still happened. It still affected me. It's still wrong. So yeah, it fell through the cracks, and I'm assuming it fell through the cracks because networks didn't pick it up, because Jennifer was also working on this new documentary at the same time. So yeah, never got that opportunity. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I definitely was also trying to figure out how and when I would expose Corey. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was a lot. But I'll be back because I'm hungry AF.
Okay, so with that all been said, that's another person whose stuff she stole. And that lady says that she was young at the time and she only got paid like $3,500. And she was very unhappy about that. And she asked for more money because she said, you know, I did all this work. I deserve more than $3,500. They thought she was young and stupid. And so then they told her, well, you know, there's going to be other opportunities. We're going to be doing this movie about her life when she was your age, and you can play her. So that's why she let that go and just took the $3,500. Okay, just lied. And then you hear how the man was trying to harass her and all of that. Okay, so here's the next video.
One of the reasons why fans thought JLo singing a Whitney tribute would be wild is that she allegedly doesn't even sing her own songs and has people like Ashanti to thank for her success. Remember when JLo released I'm Real in September 2001? That song was lifted from her second studio album, JLo, but according to Ashanti, the song was supposedly being saved for her, and it's not clear why Gotti, who signed Ashanti to his record label, Murder Inc., had handed the track over to JLo in the first place. The track was even already recorded and mixed with Ashanti's vocals, which is why you still hear her in the background in JLo's version. For her part, Ashanti opened up about that incident saying,
"It was a bittersweet because I was really excited because it was JLo, you know what I mean? But I was so mad at Irv because I was like, you know I wanted that record."
Also, after the success of I'm Real, Ashanti returned once again to write entirely new lyrics over a brand new beat for JLo for Ain't It Funny. She actually wrote the song, sang the chorus, and added ad-libs like she did for I'm Real, and also made a cameo in the music video. Y'all, in case you need more convincing that JLo took Ashanti's projects, Fat Joe once spilled that JLo almost took What's Love from Ashanti.
Irv and Ja had called me and they woke me up like 3 in the morning and they said, "Yo, come down. We made a song for you." It's right after Pun Pass. So when I go to the studio, it's like 4 in the morning, they play What's Love and You on it. And they was telling me, "Yo, this is for you and JLo. We want the Latinos on this."
JLo's success is because of Tommy Mattola. In this sense, so JLo already had a little bit of fame from being on In Living Color, but she couldn't break into singing because, you know, she couldn't sing that well, and she couldn't get on Broadway because she couldn't sing or act well enough. And this is where Tommy comes in. His marriage to Mariah Carey wasn't going well, and Mariah wanted out of the marriage and her contract with Sony, and Tommy wasn't gonna let that go easy. So he gave JLo a song that Mariah had already recorded and then shelved Mariah's version and released JLo's version. Does it make sense now why JLo and Mariah still don't like each other to this day? From some people's point of view, it looks like the only reason JLo is famous now is that Tommy wanted to spite Mariah, which would make sense considering that they got a divorce like 2 years later. And all I have is the second single from This Is Me, but once again, most of the vocals were contributed by someone else. Most of the chorus was a vocal sample from Deborah Law's Very Special, and Sony received consent for the use of the sample, but apparently Deborah Law's was unaware and even took them to court. However, the voice you hear on the chorus is not Deborah's, but Makeba Riddick's, and JLo literally barely sings at all on this track. The one that shocked a lot of people, including me, is Jenny from the Block. This song is such a trademark JLo song that it's hard to think of anyone else singing it. But believe it or not, someone else actually has been the entire time. The voice on the single belonged to Natasha Ramos and was used after she demoed the track for Miss Lopez. Natasha's voice shares a striking resemblance to JLo's, so if the demo hadn't leaked, no one would have noticed that she actually sings the entire chorus and the bridge. Speaking of Natasha, she also contributed her vocals to the chorus of I'm Glad, and her vocals are also pretty prominent on Loving You. And here's another bombshell. Ride or Die was written and sang by Brandy. The song was intended for Brandy's Aphrodisiac album, but after multiple delays, it was passed to JLo for her Rebirth album. Apparently, JLo couldn't find the time to record vocals for the entire song, and Brandy's voice is still very much so present throughout the chorus and backing vocals. Oh, it goes on. The chorus of If You Had My Love was sung by Shawnette Harrell, and her vocals are mixed like background vocals. Even JLo's song Play is majorly sung by Christina Milian. Like, why not just feature Christina in the song? Anyway, Get Right, which has also been very controversial, was originally recorded as Ride for Usher's 2004 album Confessions. However, after the song failed to make the album, the track was passed to JLo as an apology. Usher apparently did not sign off on this and demanded publishing rights. Other than that, most of the vocals are apparently being handled handled by background singer Rudaina Haddad. Word on the street is also that Canela Cox is the voice behind Love Don't Cost a Thing, although the fact that she's uncredited and possibly unpaid for her role as a background vocalist makes this kinda hard to verify. There's also no one listed as a background vocalist for I'm Gonna Be Alright, which is confusing since the vocals during the chorus definitely aren't JLo's.
Okay, so still in this whole time, at the end of the day, and like I told you guys, Tommy Mattola was getting divorced from Mariah Carey, and so he was trying to use JLo, to tick off Mariah Carey and giving her songs that Mariah was supposed to do. But let's not forget about how she did Shantae Moore as well. Well, let me go to the next
Joe
video.
said that they had to stick with Ashanti, and they did. Other than Ashanti, there was also A-Marie. Well, there already exists assumptions that Beyonce literally stole her go-go sound. But did you know that JLo also tried to steal from A-Marie? And JLo wanted to steal the one song that was her most successful, One Thing. A song that 2 decades later, hunty, still trends.
Trending on Twitter. Yeah, people were telling me that. I think it's because of One Thing. That's what it was for One Thing, because they're doing Song of the Decade. But the funny thing is, it's not really from this decade. But, I'll take it. One of the dopest songs in the last 20 years, I'll take that.
So at the time when A-Marie was pushing her label to release One Thing, because they were already frustrating her, okay? There were rumors that Columbia was trying to kill off the single because JLo was about to record her own album, Rebirth. In fact, Columbia wanted JLo to record One Thing instead of A-Marie, and that pushed A-Marie to leak the song to radio stations. And if you want to know how much JLo wanted A-Marie's unique DC-influenced go-go sound, just listen to Get Right, which sounds very similar to One Thing.
Okay, so just stealing these black women's songs, that is so annoying. And if A-Marie hadn't been smart enough to leak her own song, JLo would have stolen It's the One Thing too, The One Thing, and that was her main song, okay? Please pay attention, but oh, wait, there's more.
He paid her back by stealing songs for her from other female artists. Remember JLo's chart-topping hit, If You Had My Love? Well, this song was originally recorded by Rodney Jerkins, better known as Darkchild, for singer Shantae Moore under the title If I Gave Love. However, according to Shantae, one day Diddy showed up at the studio and literally stole the song for JLo.
JLo and I came out around the same time when her first album came out. And Rodney Jerkins actually came and wrote this wonderful song for me called If I Gave Love. And the Jennifer Lopez song was If You Had My Love. He wrote the same song for her. I heard that it was because Puff Daddy walked in and heard my song and said, I want that song. And he was like, yeah, well, that's hard to take it. We wrote that for Shantae and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, I want that song. So Rodney wrote really the same song. Honestly, if you hear my song, it's the same song. Mine says, if you had my love, and give me. If you had my trust, would you use it against me? Hers, I don't know. Can't even remember because it's so close, I can't even sing it right now.
Shantae later admitted that she probably could have fought harder for the song. However, she also said that JLo had such a machine behind her at the time that there was probably no use in trying to fight them. And this machine apparently helped JLo steal a number of songs from other artists and pass their vocals as her own. To give you just a few examples, one of JLo's biggest hits, Jenny from the Block, features vocals from singer Natasha Ramos. Natasha recorded the demo for JLo, and since the two of them have very similar tones, JLo decided to keep Natasha's vocals on the chorus and the bridge. And though Natasha later clarified that JLo wasn't technically lip-syncing, she also said that JLo recorded background vocals over hers. Something similar happened with JLo's 2002 hit, All I Have, featuring LL Cool J, which was written by singer Makeba Reddick, and Makeba's vocals can be heard on the chorus, and once again, Makeba was credited as background vocals. But if you really have to wonder, at what point do background vocals stop being background? We also can't forget about the song Play from JLo's second studio album. Play was written by Christina Milian when she was just 19 years old, and Christina actually sings the entire chorus. And then there's JLo's song Ride or Die from her fourth studio album, Rebirth. Ride or Die was written and recorded by Brandy, and Brandy was planning to include it on her album Aphrodisiac. However, someone allegedly pulled some strings on JLo's behalf, and the song went to her. But since JLo was apparently too busy to record the entire song, she kept Brandy's voice in the chorus, and this is probably why Brandy sided with Mariah in her feud with with JLo. In 2017, Brandy threw some major shade at JLo when she posted a throwback picture with Mariah with a caption that included the hashtag She Knows Me. And then Mariah commented, I sure do. Meanwhile, JLo was recently caught seemingly shading none other than Beyonce when fans noticed that she liked and then quickly unliked a tweet suggesting that she and Beyonce are on the same level vocally. It all started after one Twitter user asked who would win in a vocal battle between Beyonce and JLo. One fan then sarcastically replied, believe it or not, Beyonce and JLo are hitting the same note. This fan then later clarified that it was just a joke, but JLo clearly didn't get it because she actually liked this tweet and then only unliked it after realizing it was sarcasm. What's crazy is that JLo was previously accused of copying Beyonce on multiple occasions. When JLo was asked about Jay-Z's music streaming platform Tidal, she claimed that she had never heard of it and completely ignored the reporter who was trying to explain what it was. But then, just months later, all of JLo's albums ended up on Tidal.
Did you hear about Jay-Z's new streaming service?
No, I did not.
He's got this new streaming service, and artists are it's basically owned by artists.
Okay.
Do you think you would want to be a piece of that? If you
I don't know anything about it, sweet.
But as shady as this was, JLo has nothing on the queen of shade, Mariah. When Mariah was told that JLo sleeps a minimum of 8 hours every night, Mariah said this.
Mariah, who calls herself Supergirl, says she often sleeps just 3 hours a night. When told Lopez claimed to get 8, Mariah said, quote, if I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I'd do that too.
Now, as for fans, you can probably guess what side they're taking. One person said, let me get this straight, ride or die for Diddy, and he...
Oh, so crazy. I just want you all to pay attention. Just stealing songs left and right. So basically her whole career is nothing but a sham. Okay, I just want y'all to pay attention. The only thing she ever did worthy of noting is being a dancer on In Living Color. Okay, and the movie Selena, she did a good job in that. But other than that, she needs to sit down somewhere. Because Sarah said this is the year everybody needs to duck. Queen Sam said talk about shady, and that crazy bitch Eric said fraud today. Ella said, wow, JLo is being exposed everywhere. Yes, she absolutely is, okay? She absolutely is. Being called all the way out. Please pay attention. So with that all being said, she wasn't singing her own songs on most of the records, okay? On most of them. Now, let's go to what Claudia Jordan had to say about Diddy. And I find it interesting that Claudia is talking about this, but she didn't say anything about her best friend, Kathy White, who was the alleged mistress of Jay-Z. You all remember I reported this a month or so ago, was the alleged mistress of Jay-Z, who was supposedly, allegedly pregnant by him, who turned up dead. And she was supposedly pregnant at the same time they announced Beyonce's pregnancy at the VMAs. Okay, and did I tell you guys when I told you all about that story about Kathy White? I don't remember if I showed you all the receipt or not, but Beyonce had on what looked like it was Kathy White's ring. I don't know if I showed you guys that. I'm going to have to show you that again, but Beyonce had on what looked like Kathy White's ring. It was the same exact ring. Did Jay-Z buy two of them, or did he give her Kathy's ring? Okay, because they said Kathy had that ring on, I do believe, when she passed away. All right, and so I just find it all very interesting. But anyway, I digress. Now let's go to what Claudia Jordan had to say, and then I'm up out of here. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
No, because I just came across this old...
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a couple of more JLo videos. Sorry, I forgot.
No, because I just came across this old video of JLo playing Would You Rather, and this video did not age well.
You look in the ocean, you see two people floating. You can only pull up one because that's how much room you have on your raft. You look in the ocean, you see Ben Affleck, and you see Diddy.
That's it. J to the L. And I also like that she said, let them both drown. But then she came back, she backpedaled, and she said, you didn't see this part. She said, no, you know, Ben, you know I love you. And Puffy, I love you too. First of all, Ben Affleck gave me a $5 million pink ring. We bought a beautiful Gone with the Wind style house in Georgia. I put you in the Bentley and we did the video together. We paraded on the red carpet and you break off the engagement and embarrass me? die. Right? And to twist the knife even further in the Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez thing is that it's not even like he's not the marrying kind. He went off and married the other Jennifer, and they've got kids. Die, die, die. Right? And Puffy. You had me speeding through numerous traffic lights, doing gunplay in a nightclub. You remember, you had me do the perp walk and spend a few hours in jail? Die!
Okay, you all see how Wendy called her behind out? She said that she loved Puffy. So does that sound like someone who's horrified of him, who's traumatized every time she thinks about their relationship? Okay, please make it all make sense, all right? Now, here's what Claudia Jordan had to say about Diddy. I actually meant to show you all this on the main channel, but I forgot one of the receipts.
I want y'all to just think about something real quick. Albie Shore and Diddy are the only ones that are alive from that record company, right? The only ones that are alive. Allegedly, Heavy D was working on a book about his life, dead. And this is all on the internet. I think Jaguar talks about this. Andre Harrell supposedly was going to tell about his life, dead. Albie Shore supposedly was working on this before and then went into a coma. I remember this. Albie Shore is a friend of mine. We used to work out together in LA. I know him. Right before this coma, y'all, he was training for those celebrity boxing matches and then falls into this coma, and he almost died. Like they said when they opened up his insides and did the surgery, it was liquefied. So when things like this happen in your life, will you be a little bit more tight-lipped about things? Could that be a reason why maybe you didn't act the way we would normally think someone should act? I also think, in my opinion, because when Kim Porter, when she passed, she had nothing negative. Before she died, she had nothing negative to say about Albie Shore's parenting skills. You never heard her say that he was not a good dad. Never. I believe he was pushed out by Diddy. I believe Diddy wooed Quincy. I believe Diddy offered the fun stuff. You know, you see he takes his kids drinking and hanging out and partying. What young, good-looking kid is not going to want to go along with that? Like, I just believe he was wooed away from his real dad with things. And I think Albie Shore finally feels comfortable. This is my opinion, y'all. This is my opinion. I think he feels comfortable speaking on it now. I do believe that there were suspicious things around Albie Shore going into a coma. I do believe that. And Albie Shore is not a thirsty guy. He's not. He's never been. He could have released a book when Kim passed. He could have done this a long time. He could have done a lot of stuff that he did not do. So I don't know, but I don't think he's a clout chaser. I don't. I really don't.
At the end of the day, clearly not. And I read you all the letter a couple of days ago where Albie Shore was talking in 2012, basically exposing Diddy. Okay, been telling us about Diddy. Now here's what I forgot. I almost forgot this receipt. This is Jamie Foxx doing stand-up, going in on Diddy and JLo, as he called her.
Puffy tried to roll up on me. It really wasn't him. I can't blame him. It was actually Jennifer that was mad at me. But he was just trying to come to her, honor or whatever. But, I do jokes. This is my job. And I was doing some jokes on Saturday Night Live about, Puffy and Jennifer. And she got mad. I saw her at the Grammys. And she was upset with me. Now, I know Jennifer from In Living Color. She was the fly girl and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? We go back. You know what I'm saying? I remember before the JLo, I remember when it was just, hey ho. I'm serious. Don't try to front on me. I'm like, hey ho. I remember before the JLo, it was hey ho. And she just was real upset with me. But I walked up to her behind the stage at the Grammys. I'm saying, hey, Jennifer, what's up? She hit me with the beatbox. Fellas know what I'm talking about when I say the beatbox, don't you? You ever ask a girl at the club to dance, hey, can I have a dance? What the fuck are you, Dougie Fresh? So she hit me with the beatbox. I'm like, yo, Jennifer, JLo. You know, hey, hello. You know, what's wrong? I'm mad at you. I'm mad. I am so steamed at you. Because you did jokes about me. You said I couldn't sing. Come on, man. Keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. Oakland, we going to keep it real. I do what I do. You do what you do. Keep it real. And then that's when Puffy came in. He was like, take that. And he stepped to me, but it was because of his woman, you know what I'm saying? I understand. I ain't got no beef with Puffy. He was trying to protect his woman and stuff, and he was like, and you know, I didn't really understand all he was saying. You know, Puffy's, you know, his mouth is a little flicted. Because you can't understand. Well, huh? First of all, I didn't really appreciate all that. Huh? What? Wait, what'd you say? Huh? I didn't appreciate it. Take that. That's right. Puppy, over here. Oh, my bad. He just has too much juice in his throat, I think. You ever meet those people that's got a lot of juice in their throat? They just juicy mouthed it. Yo, there you got a juicy mouth. Your mouth is juicy. Juicy mouthed it. And you try to swallow for him like,
that was hilarious, okay? That was hilarious. But pay attention to how he said she really acted like she didn't want to speak to him. That's the same way she did Tommy Davidson. So clearly J-Ho thinks she's better than people. She needs to sit down somewhere because her whole career is nothing different, in my opinion, than Milli Vanilli. Okay? None different than Milli Vanilli. The only slight difference is Milli Vanilli was lip syncing the entire time, but she sang along with other people's vocals, and in some cases clearly was lip syncing because a lot of it was other people actually singing. Please pay attention, okay? I find it also nefarious. Okay, that crazy bitch Eric said Queen said it, okay? Stacey said she cannot sing. No, she absolutely cannot. Priscilla said fraud. She absolutely is. Perla said exactly, Queen. Okay, and so anyway, Pensy Lola said Manili J-Ho, okay? So with that all being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all. And for the moderators, please put the link to the main channel in the chat so anyone who's not following the main channel can follow it. I'm going to be talking about Oprah. Remember I told you all days ago I had some receipts on Oprah. I already exposed her for filth once, but I have some more stuff I want to bring out on her, and I will probably do that tomorrow, maybe tomorrow afternoon. So watch for your notifications. Set your notifications, please, because the only reason I haven't talked about it is because all this Diddy news keeps coming out, okay? So please pay attention. Priscilla said, great live, Queen. Thank you. You're welcome, beloved. Thank you. Okay? So that Crazy Bitch Eric said, I love the Queen and Queendom. Thank you. Okay, so I love you all to life. Thank you, Reggie says, another great broadcast. Listen, I love you all to life. I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day and enjoy your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hit him with that flavor. All in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther. Shit shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got